Washington as the Seahawks look to defeat the football team for the second straight season. We'll close out Week 12 next on EA Sports.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. You have to wonder where their heads are at as they come in winless on the year at 0-10.
I think a lot of people expect rebuilding years to occur, but I don't think people expect to go 0 for the season in terms of wins.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Wentz.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Going for the deep ball. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke.
There's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards the pickup there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Again, they'll throw with Wentz, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wentz now on first down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Second down and goal. Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go!
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. On second and 9, Lock. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now Lock going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Lock. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss. Results there.
Now on second and 13, Lock. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From just shy of midfield, Lock. flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. Throwing now is Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. Locke's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Shotgun snap to Locke. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this 1st half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So we've come upon it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On play action, Locke. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Wentz.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Locke.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back now at FedEx Field. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
They fake the give. Now Wentz.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. And tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A solid stiff arm. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This will be caught at about the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to touchdown.
And that's caught at the 2. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw it is Locke. Over the middle to Beckham.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Locke. They'll run the screen with Carson. Bulldozes past him. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down 24-21, a minute 4 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw, Wentz. He's got McLaurin, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. To throw is Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Wentz to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. We get a glance at the Washington defense as they head back out there. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. Now Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning